What is this? Zero hedge, of course, but that's not what I'm talking about. When I say what is this? What is this about Martin Armstrong? Martin Armstrong warns Australia is crossing the line into a totalitarian state. And I do have a bunch of Aussie subscribers. We chat from time to time through email and stuff. And they send me stuff on insane decisions some of their politicians are making, some nonsense happening over there, real estate stuff, etc. So this may not be news to them at all. But if it's a Western country, Western world, it is. Australia is. We are too in America. We need to be wary of these things, which is why I'm going to talk about this, even though it's just Australia. Oh, let them deal with that. Who cares? No, 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 no. We're all in this together. Australia's our little buddy, right? We got to see what's going on. Authored by, of course, Martin Armstrong. Behind the curtain, there seems to be no government going completely nuts, more so than Australia. Which I thought to myself, are you sure? Canada's pretty wackadoodle. Those people, those liberals, boy, there's some wackadoodle stuff they're doing. They are doubling taxes on all foreigners who own property, which is a violation of international law. And then they made it a crime for a foreigner to even buy a house undisclosed. On top of all this insanity, they then are planning to strip consumers of their legal protections if they pay in cash and fail to get a receipt. If an Australian pays for anything in cash, they suspect he or she is hiding money. The Australian government is looking to impose penalties if a consumer pays cash and fails to get a receipt so they can end the underground economy. Underground economy. This isn't Venezuela, black market US dollars. This isn't India, which we were told the same thing. Oh, black market economy and, you know, money fraud and stuff. We're going to crack down on that by getting rid of the 500 rupee note, whatever, which caused massive bad things to happen to those people holding cash. Not to any bad guys, not to any underground economy. Complete nonsense. They are expecting to change the culture by forcing consumers to ask for a fiscal receipt when paying cash for anything. Now, the Australian government has moved beyond eliminating cash. They need to seek to punish people who pay in cash. This outrageous proposal is clearly exposing the Australian government as a leftist, goose-stepping authoritarian regime going completely insane hunting Australians for taxes. They are even stalking children on their way to school and then check the school as to how they are being paid. This is real Hitler stuff, he says. That is why the Swiss created numbered accounts, because Hitler made it illegal for a German to have any account outside of Germany. This anti-free society the Australian government is establishing is just off the charts. They have set up a black economy task force to hunt down their own citizens. And the black economy task force has turned its attention from the businesses to consumers. They now say are part of a problem. That and adding that we intend to examine the merits of consumer-focused sanctions, including the loss of consumer protections, warranties, and legal rights for people who make cash payments without obtaining a valid receipt. And then I can't wait to hear what a definition of valid receipt means, which I don't think they're going to cover here, but I'm sure in their government books says valid receipt can mean whatever we need it to mean at any time. We need it to mean it. They are out to change the entire culture of Australia because the government refuses to see itself as the spendthrift causing the entire problem. They wrote, this is not simply a matter of imposing new penalties, but part of a wider cultural change agenda. Whoa, that was their words. This is becoming very dangerous. Can you imagine a government like stalking your children? This Gestapo agency is indeed spying on its own citizens in every aspect, just as did the Nazi government of Germany. They have put forth 35 recommendations contained in the interim report where they are arguing the need for consumer-focused action to crack down on cash payments. Obviously, Australia turned their own people into a hunt for taxes. Can you imagine stalking your children being legal? What is human rights? What are they? What are human rights? Australia is hunting its own people as if this were a fox hunt. Those who are looking to adopt children should consider adopting from Australia to save them from a government that is going down the path of totalitarian regime. This is always a dangerous historical path to proceed down, and it never has ended nicely. Strongly agree with that because it's true. This is unfreaking believable. Take care.